Don't know if yours will. I swore this device for next to nothing as well. Harmon Kardon TD262. A more upmarket 88, first introduced in 1988, year I was born. This particular model is from 1991, this unit. So just cleaned it up and it just works straight away. All original parts, just missing the balance knob. Not too fussed about that. If I can get one that looks the same as that, it'd be real nice. Complete it. Gave it a basic clean. The Q-tip came up pretty dirty, but it wasn't too bad. It works very well. 2 motors. It's got one motor for the take-up and the other motor for the capstan motor. Got some NCS playing. It's an amorphous head HX Pro headroom extension system, which is what HX Pro is. Headroom extension is a better form of Dolby. Dolby B, the usual, and Dolby C. In mid-90s, you would have got Dolby S. Ultra wideband linear phase cassette deck. It's still a pretty damn nice deck. All your settings for tape selection. There was a TAC unit there about the same era as this, but it was auto reverse, but it was more basic. It only had basic noise reduction, and that was it. It wasn't as good as this one. So I picked this one here because it had the better head and all the better features. So I got this one next to nothing. I would like fully automated quartz direct drive and everything unit just for digitising, but this is more than good enough for digitising and putting cassettes to digital format. This is more than good enough for that. Got some NCS playing and a SKC LX cassette. SKC is still going too. They're South Korea's largest telco, SKC. Neutral, chrome, metal, that all works. Test other features, all the features work. Input level all works. Dolby C is good for a good recording. The HX Pro will take effect only when you're recording. This doesn't do anything on playback. HX Pro only applies when it's recording. That's on automatically by default on this unit. Dolby to B, Dolby C is quieter again, and Dolby S is quieter again, takes more hiss out, it boosts up even more. You can even adjust that with a bias adjustment, which is a good feature too. Adjust the bias to compensate with your noise reduction. It's a good feature, that. It's not a Nakamichi with auto azimuth, but it's pretty damn good. Got some more cassettes, one in an unusual case. Came with it, so more there. One I've got to fix up. Anyway, overall pretty impressed with it. It's a Japanese made unit, this one. This is a real Harmon Kardon too. Bought from Teletune, a leading high-end seller of hi-fi gear in my town. They sell all the good stuff, but none of these brands make their own stuff anymore. They all contracted all their manufacturing to China now, so I wouldn't buy anything from this brand these days. They just make crap now. They contracted all the manufacturing to a company in China now. So anything vintage by these brands, you're getting the real deal. There was a nice set of Bang & Olufsen speakers at this shop too. They they did their research on that, and I agreed with them. They sold them for a pretty high price. Yeah, they went to a good home. And I would love to get them, but out of my price range. The speakers, the unit that their speakers went with, Bang & Olufsen for the 70s, were really nice stuff. I'm going to use this as my main deck. This is my all-rounder. This works really good now. My all-rounder deck, and I'm going to use this as my digitising and my to go on my receiver. I'll keep my eyes open if I find anything more high-end with slightly later top of the range thing with Dolby S on it, or auto azimuth and everything on it. But as I said, this is the next step down from those features. It's a pretty damn good unit, this one, very high-end, even by today's standard. If I had the money, I could get a Nakamichi, but you're going to be lucky to get anything by Nakamichi in cassette decks. They were the Rolls Royce of cassette decks, Nakamichi, but this is the next best thing. Working very well. Good performance too. Anyway, that's my latest score. It's too hot to work on the vintage TV at the moment. I want to get my workshop set up when I get this shed built, make a good workshop so we can do more vintage restorations. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's a TV I was talking about, the Borman Meyer. He took it to the place, the original owner took it to the place he got it from originally, from the Teletune shop. They sell all their sorts of brands in my area, but as I said, nowadays they just contract their manufacturing out of all these high-end brands, so it doesn't matter what you buy nowadays, you're getting the same crap. This is pretty much a commercial grade Samsung LCD TV. The panel was made in China by Samsung. It's essentially a monitor. They're a monitor manufacturer, this brand. A German manufacturer of monitors. And this is actually a sound bar which is detachable off the TV itself. Very heavily built. It's a commercial quality LCD TV for the home. It's basically what it is. Very good quality, but it has something wrong with the processor. He said, watch it after a while, and if signal, TV or HDMI, whatever, and it just freezes up, and the picture gives a similar to what a bad T-Con board does. It just bars on the screen and everything's just all distorted. Even the OSD is distorted. It's like the LCD or the T-Con's playing up, but they're fine on this. It's all coming from the main processor board. You reset it, and it comes good, and it'll be good for ages. It'll be perfect, but all of a sudden they'll do it again. Sometimes it'll do it suddenly, sometimes after a while it'll do it. It's just an intermittent fault. And and the shop looked at this and they traced it back to a mainboard, but the mainboard, they don't seem to supply parts of this model anymore. It's a 5-year-old model. This just came out in 2009. And the manufacturer no longer supplies a spare part for it anymore. Even if I could get the mainboard for this, it'd be over $300. But I suggested the symptom it's doing, it's a hardware issue within that chip itself. It's not actually a software. Like if I melt things at a heat to float a solder, it may fix it, but yeah, there's probably a 10-20% chance it's going to fix it. But what it's doing, even though I've been using it, it's a processor fault on the main board. It's all in the software part of it. The actual processor itself is just, faulty. And this thing was $3,500 in 2009. You know, pay that much for a TV, expect it to last longer than bloody 5 years without a problem. It's pretty annoying, you know. Do the right thing and buy a good reputable brand of consumer electronics, and I find it's just crap set anyway. You can't beat the old TVs, that's for damn sure. But it did work, and it just works fine. It's just an odd fault it has on the main board. The worst it would do, it would freeze up altogether, unplugging all the signal, unplug everything except for the power, and it'd be like a digital photo frame. Just leave the cord plugged in, it'd be like a digital photo frame, completely frozen up. The picture would be normal, like as if the signal was bad or something, it got frozen. It'd just be like that in all of the signals. The only way you could fix it was unplug it, then plug it back in, but then it would give an orange fault code on the LED here. It goes orange when there's a fault. Yeah, pretty much trace it back to the processor on the main board. Waited another 10 minutes and plugged it back in and it was fine. It's been fine ever since. So there's a model DF466OB0B actually, C100. A Sebwood in Korea by Samsung. It's pretty much a commercial grade Samsung LCD TV. You see these sorts of grade TVs in public places as advertising screens and everything in shops and things. This is just made for the consumer market. But yeah, it's pretty upsetting to spend all that money and to find that just something simple like a bloody processor takes a crap after 5 years. Yeah, you got about 12 months or so that he said, that's when I started doing it. So 4.5 years it was good, then within the last 6 months I started having this fault, and the manufacturer doesn't even supply the parts to fix it anymore. Neither can the retailer that this came from, so I can't seem to find anything online that can supply a part for this TV. It's pretty dreadful actually. I find it shameful. Anyway, these sorts of brands and the cheap stuff from JB Hi-Fi and the supermarkets, there's parts everywhere for those, but not these. Anyway, I'll be contacting the owner shortly, and yeah, he just wanted a second opinion from me because he found out that I fix TV, so I just suggested to him I could try heating the chip up, the floater solder, but there's an 80% chance I'm going to kill it altogether. He goes, that's okay. He just, yeah, he's happy with the end result. If it still plays up, I can't get the part, I can't get the part, so either way. Worked out okay anyway, just that annoying fault it's got. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.